right, welcome to Primos for Life, the wrestling podcast made for the fans, by the fans. Como siempre, yo soy Eddie, el niño vaque. We got Ariel, the Ecuadorian dream bisueta, and we are your self-proclaimed, undisputed co-host tag team champions of the world. And in tonight's episode, we're touching on the biggest moments from AEW Redemption, discussing the fallout on AEW Dynamite after the pay-per-view, recapping the go-home edition of Monday Night Raw, heading into SummerSlam, and giving you our full predictions for WWE's biggest party of the summer. So, como siempre, sit back, grab a snack, and let's get it on! Primo! What's up?
Man, that's an excited one. How are you, dude? Obviously, you're feeling good.
Yeah, man, I'm feeling great, bro. I mean, the weather's really crappy over here, but it's like, when you have like a calm day at work and you're just kind of like chilling, and it's like, you could like kind of stay home, but you got stuff to do, and it's like just a good day. You know what I mean? No complaints.
Good. Good, man. Good. I'm happy to hear that. That's fantastic.
I like the new view. What is this? Where we at?
This is the my son is just not asleep. So I can't be downstairs and have him running around ragged up here. So he's in the living room right now playing a game. I'm like, here's my phone, play a game. Rock this episode out with Uncle Eddie, and I'm like, but I'm taping up in the dining room. So
very nice.
This is my dining room. So yes, so that's the new setup. Well, at least for now.
For today.
Yeah, exactly. As soon as we get back to normal, and he goes, we do it later. It's back downstairs. But yeah, that's it, man. Yeah, excited to get this done because we have SummerSlam coming up, 2 nights, some pay-per-view, PLE, whatever you want to call it. Yeah. So we got to get the predictions down, go over Raw, and I think you want to start off with a little AEW love.
Yes, because this past Sunday was AEW Redemption, and the only thing that I will say about this, and I felt kind of bad because all the other pay-per-views have been like home runs, but I saw that other wrestling fans were like, it was mid-demption, like it was kind of mid, all that kind of stuff. Nice. Right. No, it's like really messed up. But as I was watching it, don't get me wrong, fantastic matches, a bunch of bangers. But to me, compared to the other pay-per-views that we've been talking about or touching on, this one just felt like a long episode of Dynamite. That's it. Like, wasn't bad, but it was just like for a pay-per-view, like I don't know. Like, I don't know what they could have done more because it wasn't bad. It was just long, maybe? I don't know.
I mean, what was it, a 3-hour event?
Yeah, it feels like 4 or 5 hours, really.
Well, yes, that's the thing. Is these things, they go for 2 hours, 2.5 hours, stuff like that. And at some point, you're just like, okay, all right, I think I've had my fill. Like, unless they truly like have grabbed you and you're fully engaged. Yeah, it could feel like it's a lengthy event.
Yeah. I mean, but like just to touch on highlights, right? Like Kenny Omega defeats Kevin Knight, but I mean, banger, bro. When I tell you, Kenny, takes out Kevin with like 2 knees to the face at the end, you could hear the knee hit him in the face throughout the whole arena, and the whole arena was quiet. Like, it was a fantastic match. So again, but maybe it just ran too long. Maybe it was like 30 something minutes. It was like, what I mean?
That's we don't need that much unless you're trying to do like an Iron Man match and you've prepped people for this is going to be a 30-minute event.
Right.
That if you've done that, then sure. But just to sneak up a 30-minute match on me, it's, hey man, hey.
Yeah. Exactly. But I mean, banger. Kyle Fletcher versus Bandito. Kyle wins. Banger. Andrade, new champion against Mark Davis. Banger. Like, everything was great. Willow, new women's champion, beating Tekla. Banger. Again, Chris Jericho, Tommaso Ciampa with their hardcore match. Bro, Jericho pulls out a mirror, puts it in between 2 chairs, and is about to put Ciampa through it. Obviously, Ciampa, reverses. Jericho goes through it, and it gets bloody. At one point, there's like a barbed wire table wrapped, and like it's stuck to the skin. Like, it was wild, but it was good. But again, it was just like, okay, but like, I don't know, man. But banger. All the matches were bangers, bro. It was good. But
I mean, all the matches are bangers. You're like, but it was too long.
but they were too long. I think
So yeah. So if they would have just shaved, a few minutes from each match,
I think so.
You're golden. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I can see that. Sometimes they try to do too much storytelling.
Yeah.
So.
And actually, now that I think about it, I think the reason why they made this feel like a long episode of Dynamite is because the bigger pay-per-view that's coming up is All In London. And basically what this pay-per-view did was kind of like bring full circle all the storylines that are leading into All In. Because now that I think about it, after Kenny wins, Ospreay comes out, right? Because they're going to go against each other at All In. So they have a moment. Ospreay finally breaks away from the Death Riders. And, like that story has now moved on to the next chapter. So I think that's why this pay-per-view felt long and just like a normal episode of Dynamite. It was because it was just a continuation pay-per-view, not a, world-stopping, record-breaking pay-per-view. And I think that might be it, now that I think about it. Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, they have to wrap everything up in a nice little bow, like you said, to get it done. So you'll have to take enough time to make sure that you can do that properly with each storyline.
Yeah, exactly. And then that's pretty much it for Redemption. It's a decent watch. If you want to go back, just watch a couple of the matches. Dynamite was no different. Anything that didn't wrap up on Redemption basically was wrapped up in Dynamite. Kenny Omega addresses Will Ospreay about what happened there. Hangman Page comes back because remember, his stipulation was he will never challenge for the championship again if MJF is champion. Well, guess what? MJF is not champion, so therefore he could technically come back and go for it. Andrade proves that his championship win on Sunday was not a fluke and ended up having a successful defense. And then Willow had a nice little celebration for her new championship win. And then the Demand, which consists of Ricochet and his two boys, I forget their names. It's escaping me right now, but they become the new AEW Trios champion. And then,
I saw that. That I did see.
Yes, that's pretty much it for AEW. But let's get to the main course, which is WWE, which is Monday Night Raw, go home episode, plus our predictions for WWE SummerSlam, the biggest party of the summer.
Right. I don't have the notebook because it's downstairs. Like I said, I'm in the main level, so I got a single sheet of paper that we can use.
All right. Can we talk about Monday Night Raw, right? Let's start off with the opening, the visual, right? So let me walk you through my mind a little bit with this whole thing with the Hell in a Cell, right?
All right.
We see that segment. I see the cell. And at first I'm like, dude, this is kind of excessive. Like, you're really going to build a Hell in a Cell for Monday Night Raw just so the fans can visually see it? But let me tell you, the segment, once Oba was in there, once it came out, once Brock locked him in there, once Oba started going crazy like a caged animal, let me tell you, the visual was perfect. I loved every single bit about this segment. What did you think?
I was kind of annoyed by this. The Hell in the Cell thing, having it there and everything was cool. Yeah, that was dope. Oba getting in, cool. But you knew once Lesnar came out that there was no way they were going to have these two interact with each other. So that's why he locked Oba in the thing. Like, I'm like, oh, he's actually, because I thought it was going to be Heyman that came out or something, or they were just playing Lesnar's music to mess with Oba, something like that. But when Brock comes out, I'm like, okay, they're not going to let this happen. And then sure enough, he locks him in, and I'm like, well, here we go. Like, come on. So I saw it coming. But no, it was cool. It was dope. Because, I mean, and then the other cool thing they did was, I don't know if you saw the vignette that, like, they were about, as if the cell was speaking to you.
Yeah.
Like, I am the this and you're just like, oh, like, so they're really working this angle. So, I mean, I thought the segment was very well done, with the exception of the fact that I'm like, are they going to let them get his hands? Nope. And then they locked it. I was like, man, come on. But, you don't want to ruin the main course. Don't want to ruin it. And that's what, night one of SummerSlam, I think.
Yeah.
So, I mean, sure. And hopefully that's the main event. I mean, I'd imagine that. I don't know.
No, to be honest with you, I think it's going to be one of those ESPN 3-hour jumps. Like, I think it's going to be one of those things
to like lock people in.
Yep. Hey!
Okay, well, you can just crawl underneath next time.
It's all good. I love it. Next on the Buenos list, I really thought it was interesting to see that the Vision had a TKO moment, no pun intended, on knocking out the Alpha Academy, taking out Otis. It was a different approach. I didn't hate it. I liked it. What did you think about that?
I mean, like I said, the last conversation we had, that you have to start doing something with this, especially because you've now taken the steam off of Braun Breaker. So, which you can kind of see, because he looks kind of just bored. Like there's some shots of him are just like, he looks just despondent, like he don't want to be there. Like, you know, so I thought it was, I mean, you set up nicely to have this faction now be really, really bad guys because of what they did to Otis. You know, the chair thing at the end there against the post was fantastic work. I was like, okay. So you're going to take him out for a little while. You're going to do what you got to do for Otis because something has to be done. And this is somebody who at one point had a Money in the Bank briefcase.
Yeah.
So they believed in him at some point. So maybe it's just time to kind of take him off the shelf for a little while, bring him back, do something. Vision's a great way to do that. Solid, because you have to establish them as just ridiculously heel like personas. And that's what they are. You got Logan Paul running around with both belts, and you know, like Austin Theory's just become a wackadoo. You know, I mean, he gets a hot chick in front of him, and all of a sudden he's she's mine, she's mine. You hear that? She's me now, not you. Settle down, A-Town.
He's like a little too horned up. You know what I mean? It's just like, dude, calm down.
Yeah, exactly. Pump the brakes. But I mean, you did what you had to do. You have to sell this as a very tough faction to be involved with, and that should be feared. So I thought it was good.
No, agreed. Moving on the Buenos list, Rusev, Javon Evans, classic banger. Enjoyed this match a lot because it makes you really appreciate the two different styles, right? You got the big strong dude that, you know, that's like, and then you got the high flyer, but it still works. I thought it was well done. So no notes there. Anything there before we move on?
I seemed a little, I questioned something at one point, because at one point Rusev was out of the ring. And you were like, I felt like it was a little long for him to get back in, to the point where the referee had to get out of the ring as well.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what the hell's going on here? Like, so I just found there's just a weird point where I'm just like, this is like, I looking around the living room, like, no, okay. And then he got back in, like, but it was like a good, like 45 seconds later, where I'm like, this seems like someone else who didn't want to be there.
Okay.
Like,
I
weird.
mean,
it was weird.
It could be like that. But I guess, you know, overall match wise, I couldn't tell.
Solid.
I mean, I guess as a true professional, whether he didn't want to be there or not, he did finish it out, and it ended up being a great match.
Finish it out, sold great, did everything. Once again, the inner was not the problem, but I just thought it was weird because it took him, because I think at one point, because Javon even looked at the ref, and then the ref got out of the ring.
Yeah.
And so I don't know if he was like, hey man, are you okay? Like, that's what I'm saying. Because they didn't cut to him either. Like, so you didn't know if he was hurt. You didn't know if, like, he didn't want to be there. Like, you just couldn't tell. It was just weird. So that's the other thing that actually, I remember that when that happened, I'm like, this is something about this seems awkward.
Yeah. No, I agree. I can see that now. Now that I'm replaying it in my head. Moving on the list of Buenos, the Uso segment, simply because Solo Sikoa is hysterical. You know, this is your warning shot. Pow, pew, 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 pew. But then the moment gets ruined with LA Knight, but it gets saved by Jacob and Royce Keys, because chaos happens, obviously leading into their match in SummerSlam. So I understand why it happened. Again, I enjoyed every bit of it except for the Usos and LA Knight. So what did you think?
Every bit of it. Everything that didn't involve half of the people there.
Pretty much.
No, Solo was great. Solo was absolutely fantastic. I like that they put him in like the white getup, so you can make sure you see him like throughout the crowd and everything. It was good. He's great on the mic. He's proven to be, because when he came in, he didn't say a lot. They didn't let him talk a lot, but he's shown how good he can be on the mic.
Yeah.
Like, it's just great work. I mean, other than that, I was like, okay, like I feel bad because I like Royce Keys and I like Jacob Fatu, and their involvement in this is making it, and my disinterest in the Usos and LA Knight.
Yeah.
To your point, has me just kind of like, okay,
dismissive. You're dismissing them.
Yeah,
I agree.
Let's go.
Yeah,
So,
exactly.
I mean, that's kind of a jerk thing to say, but hey.
But it's the truth. I mean, like, if you're sitting there, you know, just there's like a stink or like a disdain that happens every time they come up on the screen. You're just like, oh, I don't want to deal with you right now. And that's bad. That's bad. And you're not even in front of me. And you're on my television and I don't want to deal with you. You know what I mean? So
where's the fast forward button? Come on.
Right. Exactly. But then moving on to the final item on the Buenos list for Monday Night Raw, the new Intercontinental Champion, Raquel Rodriguez, right?
Yeah, man.
La Ruda. This was a surprise, but I mean, it makes sense because although everybody loved Sol Ruca, you know, she's still a little too green in my opinion. She does fumble a little bit, maybe the nerves, and I'm sure she'll get there. I mean, because she is fantastic.
Yeah.
But I mean, you know, the MVP from Elimination Chamber, from the Rumble, everything that we like from the moment that I forgot her name to that going forward, she has gone to the moon and back because she has improved every step of the way. This is well deserved. I am so proud and happy for her. What are your thoughts?
I am very happy. You know, I like Raquel Rodriguez. I'm good with her, right? Like, so
yeah,
I thought this was overdue.
Yeah,
I thought this could have happened a while ago or a couple months ago. So I'm good. I was happy with it. I was bummed out because I didn't watch it live. And so because she has sustained an injury to her face where she was bleeding.
Yeah.
When I watched it, they didn't show an up close of her winning.
Yeah.
They showed her leaving the ramp, but like it was a farther view, like a far view out. So I couldn't see the look on her face and how happy she was. And because I wanted to see that because she deserved it, you know, and she's a Latina and, you know, like we repping our people and stuff like the fall nine, you know? And so I wanted to see that moment. And it was terrible because I couldn't because of what had happened. Now I forget exactly in the match where she took that shot that messed her up, but she was busted open pretty good.
Yeah.
So I was just kind of bummed about that, but overall, great because you know, like I said, I like Raquel Rodriguez, man. I'm a fan of her, so we're good.
Yeah. And then for the no buenos, I'm just gonna blast through them really quickly. You just decide what you want to comment on, and then we'll just move on to our choices for SummerSlam. No bueno. LA Knight promo, whack. Speaking of promos, back-to-back promos for Chad Gable and Io Sky. As you watched it was Chad first, and then Io Sky. That kind of threw me off because it's one thing if one was like in ring and then the other one was video, but the fact that there were two video back to back, it kind of felt lazy. Wasn't really crazy about it. Next, Walk with Elias intro. That concert that Joe Hendry and Danhausen put on. Can I tell you that, first of all, I don't know about you, but didn't that feel like that was the nosedive for the episode? Like the episode was like, and then terrible song. It looked forced. It didn't look fun at all. I even saw somebody online that was at the show put on like a comment saying, oh, wow, I am secondhand embarrassed for Joe Hendry and Danhausen. Like, I agree. What did you think about that?
Yeah, it was, I mean, for me, the episode wasn't that great to start with. And so once this happened, I was just like, oh, well, this is just going to be it. You guys phoned it in for the going home episode. Like, cool, fine. You're about to do SummerSlam. I get it. But I'm tired of concerts. I'm tired of these things. Like, okay, great. So you have someone who can play, then have them play their way in on their interest music, something like that. I don't need to sit there and I've been to Rock for this, you know, the Rock concert. And I was like, bum. Like, no one wants to see this. I want to see the people whooping each other's ass. I want to see chicks in tight clothing like this. This is what I came for. Not Joe Hendry in his white pants and his blue muscle shirt singing a song. My man Danhausen and Human Monies and everything. Like
Human Monies.
What I did love, when they did, because they're gonna have a Human Monies on the pole match. So at one point, Cole is like, Human Monies on a pole. And he just says it again, Human Monies on a pole. And then Corey Graves goes, it's called the Judy Bagwell. And I was like, that's awesome. For those who don't know, they once put Jeff Bagwell's mom. She was like standing next to the pole. Whoever won got Judy Bagwell.
Yeah. That's crazy, dude.
Oh my God, when he said it's called the Judy Bagwell, I was like, I have to remember this for when we tape.
Yeah. But I mean, overall, going back to the concert, it was whack. It was terrible.
Yeah,
Zuffa boxer Ryan Garcia jumps in to help Dominic in the Judgment Day. I just thought it was just like, hey,
how could we as TKO just ram everything that we're doing in your face? Our hottest product, Danhausen, Zuffa Boxing, that, and Dominic Mysterio because of Triple A. It's like, let's shove all this in one segment. That's what it felt like. I hated it. Not a big fan. Moving on. Liz Morgan promo. Did not like it. Not because she's not good at a promo. She's fantastic. It just felt too similar to the Vicaire. Oh, you don't know my resume. Oh, thank you for reminding me of who I was. It was very similar to that. I feel like that was really done. I feel like Liv is better than that. And she could have came up with something, her or the writing team could have came up with something better to use for Io Sky, as opposed to like, oh, thanks for reminding me where I came from. You did that with Vicaire. Sorry, boring. I wanted to fast forward. Thoughts?
I mean, I didn't mind it. She is good. So I'm just like, fine. You're the heel here. There's like, I don't know what else they could go to at this moment in time, So that's why I was like, okay, great, fine. It was what, 90 seconds, not even.
Yeah.
So I was okay with it. I was like, that's fine.
Okay. All right. And then last no bueno on the list, the final face off between Seth and Roman, felt forced, didn't need it. I would have preferred, you know what would have been good? Like a real heated moment, kind of like what Seth did with Riddle that one time, where it's like, yeah, that's why your wife left you, and that kind of like feeling, and like it got real. I think maybe something like that for this episode would have been better, because now you're like, oh man, they can't wait to get their hands on each other come this weekend. But no, they did it. They, Roman, has the, gets knocked out, but then miraculously gets back up and gets the final moment. So now it leads me to think that Seth is going to win this weekend, but regardless, didn't like it. I felt forced.
I thought Seth was standing tall at the end.
No.
After he stomped him on the chair?
Oh, yeah. I'm sorry. Flipped. Yes.
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah.
It was Seth had it, then Roman had it for like a second, and then Seth had it final. Yeah. You're right. My bad.
Because Roman went out to get the chair to hit him in the back, because he has to go back to that moment. It replays in his mind the day Seth Rollins turned on him, hit him in the back with the chair.
Wasn't needed.
You're trying to run this full circle once again. I get it. Fine, do what you got
for exactly, for a go home episode. Definitely graded at 6. But I am excited for the SummerSlam card, because that we're going to get into right now. So
yes, sir.
Let's get it. All right. So night 1 of the biggest party of the summer, SummerSlam 2026 out in Minnesota. We're going to start off with the first match on night 1, which is the Bella Twins versus Paige. Bella Twins and Paige versus Fatal Influence. We already know, we kind of touched on it in the last episode. I say Fatal Influence both ways, simply because, they're the newer team. They're the fresher team. You want to build their dominance. Logically, that's the way you should go. Fun pick. You should still go that way, because I think it's time for the Bellas and Paige to split up. Paige needs to, go for the IC title or go for the women's title. But I'm over this. Fatal Influence all the way. Thoughts? What do you think?
Fatal Influence. Definitely for me, both ways as well.
Yes.
For the same reasons. I mean, it's time. Their time has come. They had the championship for a while. Nikki is back now. Let's see what you can do. You just put the belts on these girls. You can't have them immediately take an L just because you brought Nikki Bella back.
Right.
So I think this is a good way to kind of be done with them as a threesome, and figure out now the Bella Twins are back. They can go together, and then Paige can do her thing. So I agree with you. Fatal Influence on both.
Okay, cool. All right, moving on to the next match. We got La Noche Solo Sikoa, Royce Keys versus the Bloodline, the new Bloodline, whatever you want to call it. What are your thoughts? What do you think?
I'm gonna go Bloodline here. Gonna go Bloodline logical, because I think this is where you have the Solo Sikoa turn, but I think too many people might be expecting it, so maybe not. But I think this is the way to go. There's gonna be some kind of point where LA Knight has a problem with one of his teammates,
right?
And so I'm just gonna go there. A fun picker would be the other 3, but I'm gonna go Bloodline logical, and then the fun pick would be Royce Keys and company.
Yeah. I agree with both. I'm going to pick the same choices. Right. My logical pick for the Bloodline, though, is because I think that if you're really heading into this direction of rebuilding and making this bloodline stronger than ever, then they have to have a standing tall moment. And this is the way to do it. You can't bring all these people together for them to start sucking this whole time. You know what I mean?
Right.
So maybe they fall apart coming closer to like Survivor Series for War Games, something like that, or friction there. But I mean, for now, you have to bring them up. You have to. So I feel like Bloodline has to win this. And then fun would be because I like Royce Keys and Solo right now. So yeah. All right. And then moving on to the next match, we got Gunther versus Nick Aldis. I mean, logical is Gunther because he's the legend killer, career killer. But the fun pick is Nick Aldis, man. I mean, to have a surprise win and to kind of like say, hey, I beat you at one of the big four. I think that's huge for him. I think that's huge to continue a story going into like the rest of the year. If he's technically not a manager and he's like a wrestler now again, maybe this is the way to do it where you kind of continue, or you have somebody interfere in their match to kind of ruin it to make it happen again at a later point, like a rematch, the rubber match later on. So fun pick Nick, but logical would be Gunther.
Yeah, I agree with you. For everything that you said. Like, you can't. I mean, you can't have Gunther take you're not gonna have Gunther take the L here. You're gonna give him another career to squash. Great, fine. But the fun pick would be Aldis.
Yeah,
absolutely. It would just to watch Gunther's head explode. It would be it's Aldis.
Yeah, exactly. All right, moving on the list for night one, Liv Morgan versus Io Sky for the Women's World Championship. Well, actually, you go for it because I don't know if you're going to say the same thing I'm going to say.
Well, I mean, I'm going to go Sky here. The time has run its course in terms of the Liv having the belt. So my logical pick is Io Sky. You gave her the Queen of the Ring. You've given it. She's just, her resume is getting more padded as well. That's why that Liv promo was kind of funny because you could say that about either woman. They don't know. The resumes are just fantastic.
Yeah.
I think the fun pick would be Liv. Just to kind of establish her and now Raquel as champs, and now what does Roxanne do? Or they, you can kind of start working a storyline there with them being champs and then Roxanne not. So I think that would be the fun pick. But I think logical they're going to do Io Sky.
Okay. I think the other way around. I think the company's high on Liv. She had a good full on episode on Unreal, the new season. And they gave her the championship already at WrestleMania, you know what I mean? And gave her the Rumble. So I feel like she's the favorite, like the teacher's pet kind of thing. So logically, I say is Liv. Fun pick for me though would be Io, to your point, because her resume is building, because we love Io Sky. She's incredible in the ring. She never fumbles. And even if she does, she makes it look good. So fun pick Io, but logical, teacher's pet, Liv Morgan. Indirectly, not by choice. I mean, they're just high on her.
They're just high on her. Yeah. She hasn't brown nose, or at least that we know of. But
exactly. Yeah. So, all right, moving on. We got Obafemi versus Brock Lesnar. Hell in a Cell. Now, I mean, the logical and fun. All right, the logical pick is Obafemi, right? Because if Brock Lesnar, fooled us in retirement at WrestleMania, but we heard through the grapevines that he really wanted to do it at SummerSlam his way. Maybe this was the way to do it. And, he'll retire at home because he's from Minnesota. So I feel like the logical pick for the future of the company, Obafemi wins. Brock puts him over. The fun pick, however, would be Brock Lesnar to win, to swerve everybody. He's not retiring yet. He'll retire at WrestleMania at Oba versus Brock 5. Because you got to throw one more in there before we get to WrestleMania. So, yeah, because it's been good. It's money. This whole thing has been money. So
yeah. No, it's been a very solid feud for as long as it's been going. I'm going Oba both ways.
Okay,
just because I think, to your point, if he wants to retire at home is a place to do it. Like properly do it this time. You'll put Oba over as the next big thing. No pun intended. You do it in the one thing you haven't lost at. Taker didn't leave, WrestleMania undefeated. He had to take an L. So you do some kind of the same thing. I'm also just tired of this. I want to see Oba get his run for his belt now. Because once again, you saw how annoyed I was with the whole You know, we better get to shot at SummerSlam. Wait, fuck you. So I'm gonna go Oba on both.
Okay. All right. I like it, man. I like it. And then we got the final match for night one, CM Punk versus Cody Rhodes for the Undisputed WWE Championship. All right, man. What are your thoughts? What are you thinking?
I'm gonna go Punk.
Ooh.
I'm gonna go Punk both ways. Because Cody has had the belt 4 times.
Yeah.
Or he's gonna win it for the 4th time, you know, like in the past couple of years. I know you brought him back to be the face of the company, and he's been doing great as it. You know, he's absolutely fantastic. But I think it's time now to kind of, you know, switch it up a little bit. I think this is a solid feud. I think you get another good match out of it. I think you can also now have Sami Zayn come in and be like, you know, okay, Punk's the champion. He was one that I lost it to. I want him. I never got my rematch. Like stuff like that. So
I like that.
I'm gonna go Punk. I'm gonna go CM Punk.
Okay. Logical to me would be Cody, because he is the John Cena, the Hulk Hogan of this generation, like for the company. So I feel like they're gonna do that. But I mean, the fun pick would be CM Punk. I mean, I love Punk. I like that he came back, put in the work, looking jacked. He deserves to continue being champion because he put in the work. But yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
I mean, Cody Rhodes, you're definitely right in that he's the John Cena for now. Like, which is absolutely dead on balls accurate. I just, like I said, I think that's why I think it's time. Yeah. So that's why I think Punk holds on. So you're going logical Cody, but fun Punk.
Okay. Yes. Yep. And while you write that down, let's jump into night 2 of SummerSlam. We're gonna start off with Danhausen versus Dominic Mysterio for human monies on a pole match.
The Judy Bagwell.
The Judy Bagwell. I mean, logically, Danhausen, right? Because they're high on him.
Right.
But the fun pick would be Dominic. I mean, just to kind of see where they go with this feud or this story later on. Maybe it bites him in the ass later on, where like Danhausen shows up to AAA and curses him there and loses the AAA Mega Championship there. You know, that's what I'm thinking. I mean, what do you think?
I read something, an article saying the other day that they plan on having Danhausen at all of their major things. So I think logically it is going to be Danhausen, but I want Dom to win because you got to get him off his schneid.
Yeah,
I want to see him succeed back on the main roster. I don't want to see this move to AAA be a permanent thing.
Right.
And I also want to see, you know, like what's in the poll? Like, is it actual money? Like, is it actual human monies, or like did Danhausen like doctor up some bills or something? So that's why I want Dom to get there, because I want to see. Because if Danhausen gets it, he's just, it's money, he's whatever, he doesn't care. But if Dom gets, he's gonna be like, "Where's my money?" And then he's like, open it up, like it's gonna be something fun like that. So you know what? No, because you still have to have Danhausen win. You can have him lose the match, but still kind of win out. Something silly like that. You know what? No, I'm gonna go Dom.
Okay. Dom winning as your logical?
Dom both ways. Yeah, Dom winning. Wow. Dom both ways.
Okay. All right, I like it.
Danhausen. Perfect.
All right. Okay, moving on to the next match. We got Sami Zayn versus Finn Balor for the number 1 contendership match. What do you think, man?
Balor.
Oh, man. Balor logical. It's time?
Balor, yes, it's time. It's time. It has to be time. I'm ready for it. I think the whole WWE universe is ready for it. It is time. So I'm going to go Balor on the both. I'm going to go Balor on logical and fun, also just because I want to see this downward spiral of Sami Zayn continue, and then like have him, you know, from champ, like, oh, I was a good guy, and then I won my championship, and then I lost it. Now things suck all over again. Like, I want to see how this ebbs and flows. So okay. I'm gonna go Balor on both.
Yeah. I mean, I'm just gonna agree with everything you just said, because you're right. I mean, I'm over Sammy. I do want him to get a crack at the championship again, and at somewhere down the line, I would want him to become champion. kind of like a John Cena, like he was heel, but being champion reminds him of why he was a good guy, and then turns good while he's champion. Like later down the line, I would like that, but for now, Balor both ways. I agree. It's time. It's time.
Yep. It's time.
Yeah. All right, moving on to the next match. We got Trick Williams versus Baron Corbin for the United States Championship. Obviously, this one, no brainer. Trick Williams. There's no way that they brought back Baron Corbin to put him over Trick Williams of all people. So Trick both ways. Your thoughts?
Okay. Trick is the logical pick here, unless you plan on doing one thing. Unless you plan on having possibly Carmelo Hayes screw Trick, and then Corbin gets the win via DQ.
Right. I'm
not saying he gets the belt.
Right.
But I'm saying something, there's a disqualification somewhere or something, because lost in all of this is poor Carmelo Hayes.
Yeah.
And I'm getting tired of him being pushed aside. It's like, let's get back. Melo's solid, man. Like, I'm a big Melo guy. So I'm going to go Trick as logical. But I could, there is a world where I see Corbin winning, not the belt, but winning the match. But I'm going to go with you. I'm going to go Trick.
Nice. Okay. All right. Moving on, we got Penta versus Chad Gable for the Intercontinental Championship. I mean, you want to just go say it for both of us?
It's going to be Gable.
Gable both ways?
It's going to be Gable. No, well, I mean, the fun pick is Penta. The fun pick is to have Gable lose at home after all this that you're doing. That's the fun pick. Okay?
You're rude, bro.
Just to give everyone this word, just to be like, ha, fools. That's the fun pick. However, Gable's for the play.
Yeah. Oh man. No. I like it though. I like the swerve. Okay. So, yeah. I mean, again, Chad Gable for me both ways. I mean, it's time for him. I mean, he's put in the work. He's done it for a year. He came back really quick after injury. He took he started something with Americano, and then it got sent to the moon and back with Mascara versus Mascara. I mean, the guy has proven himself. I think it's time, regardless.
Absolutely.
I mean,
absolutely.
So both ways. Yeah. Okay, moving on. Tiffany Stratton versus Jade Cargill versus Charlotte Flair versus Chelsea Green versus I forget whoever is the last person. I think they're going to tell us on
They're going to tell us
SmackDown.
tonight
On SmackDown for the interim WWE Women's Championship on a ladder match. Honestly, I don't care. It's like Chelsea Green. Give it to Chelsea Green. You know what? Green. Like both ways. Chelsea Green, because that would be fun and that would be logical, because like out of all these women have been champions except for Chelsea Green. I think she should have a Matt Cardona or Zack Ryder moment like she had.
She had the U.S. the
not but I'm saying all the other ones have been world champions.
Oh, the world champion. Okay,
right.
Okay.
What I'm saying is, let her have a moment the way that Zack Ryder did at Mania when he won the IC title. Give it to Chelsea. That would be the best thing ever.
Okay. So is that your logical or your fun?
That's my both. Let's go both.
Okay, Green. Okay, Green. All right. My fun pick is the person who will be named tonight.
Boo.
Just because you don't know who it is. So I mean, that's the fun thing, because it could be anybody. It could be some kind of wild card. It could be back Piper Niven and she screws Chelsea Green or something like. So it could be fun, something like that. So it could be fun. But I think logically, see, I'm not thinking Jade or Charlotte, because you can build a feud with them. I'm over Tiffany Stratton. Chelsea Green. Who's the fifth one?
The undetermined. The one
There's only 5? I thought it was a 6-pack.
No, 5.
Oh. Then my logical pick is the person who will be named tonight. Also, that's what I'm going with. That's where I live. That's fine. Yeah.
That's where I live. Okay, all right, that works.
I mean, your point of like, I don't care. Like,
right. I mean, yeah, exactly.
Hang on, let me check this, because is that really all it is?
That's it. Yeah.
Oh man, all right. I don't know why I thought it was 6.
I thought it was another person too, but who knows? Maybe that'll change tonight. So we'll see.
It's not even here on the Jade, Charlotte, Chelsea Green to be determined. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. All right. And then the final match of the evening, we got Roman Reigns versus Seth Rollins. Okay, bro, tell me your thoughts. What do you think is going to happen here?
Roman Reigns retains.
Okay.
It's time to get over the hump. That's my logical. It's time to get over the hump. He said that he needs to beat him. His family has to see him beat him. Like all the other stuff. Like it's time. It's time to get this monkey off his back. Once again, you didn't put this belt on Roman. Take it off 2-3 months later, considering he had it for like 4 years straight.
Yeah,
or he had the other belt for like 4 years straight. So I think it's going to be Roman. Finally slays it, conquers it, does whatever he needs to do. Not sure if it's going to get a little help from the bloodline, because you never know. Everyone's in the building anyway. But I'm going to go Roman on both.
Yeah.
Just because it would be fun to have him just finally be like, all right, shut the fuck up, I'll beat you.
Yeah. Yeah. Now, for me, I mean, logical. I think you're right. Roman, in that regards, they made a big thing to say as far as like, oh, yeah, we got to, Roman has to beat Seth in front of his family. So like they made a big point to mention that. So logically, Roman would retain. But the fun pick for me would be Seth, because I feel like, after watching Unreal this season and last season, the guy, it's like the luck that he has when it comes to like injuries and stuff like that. And I just feel like, he's another one that puts in his time and his dues, and he's very loyal to the company, and he's that guy. You know what I mean? Like he's almost like this generation's maybe like Randy Orton as far as like a work level. You know what I mean? Like he's always there. You always depend on him. So I would be interested to see how that works. Where like if he becomes champion, is that where, Broncito comes back to the Vision, and then now you move Braun Breaker back to the lead of the pack, and now go after Seth and be like, all right, man, you got what I want, and my crew is ready to roll with me. So let's do this. You know what I mean? Like that would be the fun way that I would go about it if that's the plan. So
all right. So but Roman is your logical.
Roman's logical, but Seth would be my fun because of that route. Right, we go back to the Vision beef again.
Right.
Done right, I guess.
All right. Solid card. Solid bunch of matches here.
Yes, sir. And it's 2 nights. And then I'm sure we'll come back and give you the recap either Sunday night or Monday at some point before Monday Night Raw.
Yeah.
But Primo, as always, let's go ahead and take this opportunity to thank all of our primos and primas, our listeners, everybody that likes, loves, subscribes, shares, purchases. When I talk about purchasing, I mean like our hats, our collaboration shirts. More things are coming down the line. Thank you so much for the love and feedback. We're creating something new, and I shared with a few people already, and the response has been fantastic, and they've been like, I need that ASAP. When do they come out? So super excited to hear the love and support. And Primo, if they need to find our episodes, our socials, our store, anything that they need that's connected to us, where do they got to go for that?
www.primosforlife.com. Once again, Eddie said we got episodes. We have different ways to find the to find the platforms that you prefer, Spotify, iTunes, whatever it may be. When you get there, hit the smash the follow, the like, the subscribe, whatever button there may be. Hit it, please, and thank you. I have a couple friends at work who, my cousin watches wrestling because they saw my previous page. I was like, yeah, man, I do the podcast. All right, I'll tell them to check it out. So word of mouth works and helps. We see the numbers growing. It's a great ride, and it's a lot better when you're on it with us. Eddie and I have a blast doing this, a couple times a week or weekly, whenever we do have a chance to do it. And, it's great to be able to share with everybody. So thank you guys wholeheartedly. Thank you seriously from the bottom of our hearts. We are still in awe that, we still have listeners and a following, and that those reels get as many likes as they do, and everything like that. Like it's enormous, and it's all because of you guys. So muchísimas gracias a todos. Thank you very much.
Yeah. Thank you very much, primos and primas. And as always, I was going to do the whole intro all over again. What do we say at this point?
We will see you when we see you. Right now.
We're coming through. Hey.
That's right. And if you get the spot or something like that, look it up. Look up the Primos for Life theme. It's dope. It's good. It's a solid minute and a half, and that shit is fire. Anytime I go somewhere, I'm gonna start bringing that as like entrance music. I've downloaded it onto my phone just so I have it. You never know.
Bueno, mi familia, we will see you when we see you.
Good night, guys. Thank you.